Oh, no, he didn't.
Girl, yes, he did.
They find a way to did repeatedly, don't they? Yeah, him did. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the podcast. Oh no, girl. Yes, we're super excited to be here with you because that means we ain't dead yet. That's how I turn up. That's how I celebrate. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you like. Make sure you comment, and make sure you share. Add a friend. Bring a friend. We want a community here. I've had fun. I've been doing these little TikToks and little minute vignettes of a lot of the podcasts we've already done. So if you've gotten here because of a TikTok, go back and listen to the whole 20-minute episode. Like, these are not new stories. These are from the vault. I'm just kind of repackaging them and to get a different kind of ear to come join us over here, where we not only talk about what happened, not only talk about we broke up, but we talk about what we learned and how we grew in a moment. And keep in mind, this is not a male bashing site, but literally men are the word. Oh gosh, it's hard to say it. Okay, so we have talked a lot, and recently, I know it was the girl Jasmine, Cam Newton's girlfriend, recently we talked about, as well as Kevin Samuels, the dearly departed Kevin Samuels, people who have changed course of their online messaging. People who have said something online, we got it on tape, and now we see them saying something else. Mm-hmm. And so we would like to use this episode to say something different than we said that we on tape saying something else.
Right.
We are on tape saying something about this thing, and we were in agreement and in support and thought it was great. Episode where
because we thought we were dealing with actual people.
Thought we were dealing with humans. And now we've gotten to the point where we are willing to now go on tape to contradict ourselves and to say the opposite of what we have said on tape before. All right, guys, here we go. This is it. Dating apps. Trash. Don't do it. Don't do it. Now, you have us on tape saying dating apps are amazing. It's like, you ain't got to go out.
It's the intentionality. You're meeting people who of like-minded, like, oh.
And then it's not like you're just casually meeting someone and hoping you find someone single. You're on an app where everybody's single. Everybody wants to date. Everybody wants to be in a relationship. And y'all, we have come to the conclusion. years of research. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, we started, maybe, was it 2016? We've been on them for a minute.
Off and on. I think our first one was a paid one, Match.com.
Yes.
We did Match.com. We did the trial. And then we quickly got off of it. We should have learned our lesson then.
In 48 hours, I think we were done with that one.
We were done with it. But then Bumble came along, and it was like,
and we love Bumble. Now, let me say, Bumble was my favorite. I've never done Tinder. I've never been on Tinder. I've never been on Hinge. I've never been on Flight. I've never been on the other ones. But Bumble, I felt like, okay, I can do this. And I have dated how many people from Bumble? I would say, if I just was going to make up something, maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah. Both of us maybe 2 or 3. Yeah. Both of us maybe 2 or 3.
Yes. And these are men we actually met in person, men we actually liked, men we actually dated for more than a month. Mm-hmm. And so we're not saying the dating app caused us not to work out in those relationships.
No.
We're just saying that at this juncture, somebody gonna have to come find us.
Well, and that's the thing. I think at that time we were at a spot in our lives where I hate to say dating just for the sake of dating, but we were trying to get reps in.
Yeah, we were just reps. Yeah.
We were just trying to and then there were people that stood out that we hung out with more. But overall, the idea of getting on a dating app today makes me want to throw up in my mouth.
Now, what is it that makes you want to vomit? That's how my mama says it. Vomit in your mouth. What is it? Tell me what makes it. Because I wouldn't say it makes me want to vomit in my mouth. It makes my ass itch. So tell me about your vomit and I'll tell you about my ass.
Oh my God. Oh. I can't even remember it's weird. It's weird. And so maybe we missed the window of opportunity to find actual potentials. Dating apps have been around for a long time. And I know people that have had successful relationships because of them.
100%. I know several people. I know somebody that just celebrated their 22nd wedding anniversary and they met on an AOL chat line.
See?
So it happened. Yes.
I get that, but I really think those chances are slim to none.
Let me give you an example. What I think dating apps have become. Like any good, positive thing in life, somebody's going to find out how to abuse it and use it.
Yeah.
And you know how now it's certain things behind the counter at the pharmacy that used to be out front. Mm-hmm. Because somebody has figured out how to take, I don't know, cough syrup and make it an illegal enterprise, or 5-hour energy. You have to ask for things now because someone has taken it and used it for evil instead of good.
No, I agree.
About dating apps. I think initially it was people who don't get out or travel or is safer or all of that. And now it's turned into people who can have multiple identities and lifestyles and relationships.
Correct.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, truck drivers.
Go.
They dominate the dating app market.
As soon as you see that cab in the back of that profile.
If you see anything about logistics business owner or something, and there's nothing, truck drivers make good
money. We ain't talking about truck drivers.
I'm not talking about the profession.
On dating apps.
I'm talking about because they travel from city to city.
And they get a new crop of women in every city. And they basically have a girlfriend all along their route. Oh, girl, he gonna be back in town on this day. And that's the same conversation the other one had. And
I met a truck driver. We didn't date long. He actually did come here, got a hotel room to stay in to take me out one night. And you remember that guy?
I'm trying to remember him.
This was during the pandemic. This was 2020. We didn't date, but we didn't date an extended time though. Mm-hmm. I didn't really put him in the category as getting girls in different cities, but we just didn't get along. Like he lived several states away. We just didn't get along otherwise. Right. But that was the one that I actually gave a chance to. But most of them are on
What
there.
about the one, the federal, the U.S. Marshal?
Oh God, that was like last year, or was that this year? Was it? What was this?
Remember the U.S. Marshal? He's out hunting down the bad guys.
I was so impressed by his job as a U.S.
You were so impressed, and he's a grown up. Literally, all probably an absolute lie.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, I really think you're married, bruh. And I don't know. I
know. We're like, I think.
Because honestly, if it sounds too good to be true in these days, it more than likely is, you know. I think that what I desire is too good to be true. So, you know, I'll probably be skeptical if it ever presents itself.
No, I don't think you should ever think that what you desire is too good to be true. What you desire is not everyday happenstance. It's going to be
no, it isn't.
That's been somewhere working on themselves.
It's rare. Yes,
so I think of all the billions of people on the planet, there's your partner, there's your match. Now, is he on Bumble? Probably not. You know why?
Let me tell you about
we shouldn't be there, right? We shouldn't be there. And so by the time we give up and get on there, we're not going to meet our dude because our dude literally wouldn't get on there for the same reasons we vomited and scratching our ass. Same thing.
Yeah. No, it's hard out there. And you have this group of guys who can't hold a conversation via like an app, via Messenger or anything like that. And you get really like, hey, had a good day today. Oh, cool. Yeah. Why are you here?
Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
I was very pro because I thought it was convenient and easy because yes, I thought like-minded individuals wanted to just meet people. Now I feel like it's very unnatural to meet somebody to date. You know what I'm saying? Now I think, no, I cannot meet a stranger on the street and say, let's see if we'll be together forever. Let's see if we believe in the same things. Let's see if we're gonna want to kiss with our mouths open. You know, like I would not meet a person today and look at them for that thought. I realized for me to date again, and y'all know I'm still on my hiatus, for me to date today, it would just have to be somebody that I have been around, somebody we just been enjoying hanging out. We just had a vibe. Hey, what you doing? Let's go do that. You know, and we just hanging out. And then one day we kiss. But it ain't gonna be no, hey stranger, hi stranger. Okay, I want all these things in my life. Yeah, I'm gonna give you all those things. And they literally are not even a real human.
No, seriously.
Like, my last boyfriend that I met on Bumble we started calling him AI because it was like artificial intelligence, not even as good as. Okay. And it was like, okay, I mean, like when I tell you I had diagnosed this man with so many neurodivergent situations, neurodivergent, that's the PC word, to say, you know, little,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
a little afflicted in the head, a little afflicted. He's a little afflicted. But it was because of how he would interact with me and how he would talk and and I'm like, this can't be normal. And so since I've decided to retire from dating, I'm looking back just at my last year where I dated 3 different guys, 2 of them from a dating app, 1 of them from the dating app, but he was a liar. So he had never been on a dating app before. And then I went back and realized, oh, we had actually matched on this dating app. Remember that? So that's I need to make sure I write that one down for another story. So the point is, I was so pro it. You can get on there. You don't have to be limited to your geography or your proximity, and sounded great. Now it sounds very unnatural and it sounds doomed to fail from the start. And y'all, we definitely know we are. Somebody right now is listening saying the only reason I got on the dating app is because they said get on it.
I know, girl. I'm sorry, child. I'm sorry. I mean, and if you having fun and if you're in that space in your life where you do just want to just have dates and interact with people, still that's your business. I just, like I said, I actually want to throw when I think about
like it really is bad.
It's like there are predators on there, and I'm not saying like these serious, but there are people on there that are ready to take advantage of you. That U.S. Marshal guy, I really think he was crazy. I really, really think he was psycho.
Well, let me say this about you thinking he was psycho. You really liked him at first.
Yes.
And so we see how people can get caught up in this
my attention.
Yeah.
He caught my attention by saying the right things. And not just saying, he knew what he's a pro at this.
And that's the thing. When you could tell they're a pro.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I would tell him once it got to the point where I was done, and I'd be like, hey, I'm done. I'm done. Don't worry about it. Oh, okay. So I'm going to come see you next Wednesday. What in the...
Now, what do you think that is? Is it just that men who are never going to meet you in person because they're not who they say they were anyway?
I never met this guy in person, so I know he wasn't who he said he was.
Right. So is it just that I like having women liking me, even though they're not even liking me, they're liking what I made up? I know catfish is old as time.
Right. But these aren't catfish people. These are people I FaceTime, I talk to. I know these people are real, but they're still not presenting the person who they are for real. They're still presenting a farce. Was it a farce?
It is a farce.
Last guy I dated I met him on a dating app, and that didn't work out. But that could have worked out if we were more alike.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. I dated 3 guys from the dating app. We dated for a couple of months at a time. I don't think the dating app is why we didn't work out. But you know what? Just because we clicked a lot of similar boxes literally means nothing. Literally means nothing. So now we've taken this time and energy, and we're trying to form a bond. We're trying to form a connection. And I think the programming in this world, and I'm all on about the programming and deprogramming and unprogramming at this point, that programming focus so much more on attachment versus connection. So a lot of times people have somebody in real life, whether they met them on a dating app or not, they want to be attached to somebody. They don't like them. They don't like the same things. They don't respect each other. They don't look forward to seeing each other at the end of the day, but at least I have an attachment because society has told me I got to be attached to somebody to feel worthy. And I'm saying, if I ain't feeling connected, get away from around here because it feels unnatural. It feels weird. It's like you're sitting there looking like what was the episode that said my boyfriend did not like me? And that's the thing, people who don't even like each other are connecting because we want to be attached. And at the end of the day, we don't even like each other. So it's gonna have to be somebody I'm working on a project with, Somebody that it's gonna just have to be somebody that I've seen how they move in the world, free and absent of me. It ain't got.
You've been in their presence when it has nothing to do with.
Has nothing to do with me. They just living their life. They just being who they are, and then I can kind of see. Okay,
right.
I like the way he vibe and flow because this is just who he was, and he didn't even know I existed. So many men, and I think women too. All of us do it to a certain extent, but we just speak on our experiences with men. Create this persona, or create this mask that then we say they mirror what we say we want. Yeah, I'm intentional. Yeah, I ain't trying to be no serial dater. Yeah, I ain't trying to be in the streets when I'm 60. Sir, you 56. When you gonna stop? And so they mirror what we're saying, and ultimately they don't have the bandwidth to show up for it. They don't have the capacity or true interest or ability to be any of the things they said. And that's what I said earlier about when a man talk about he's a good man. First of all, that's so subjective. That can be anything to anybody, but you can't even be who you said you were. You told me at the front door, you wanted this, and you are literally none of the things you told me. This is your assessment of what I would want, and so that's why you told me that, and you literally won't provide that.
Yeah,
because them things might not even been on my list of what I was looking for. That's just what you told me. You came
right, right.
So yeah, no.
You know who I think is most successful on dating apps? People who are looking for polygamous relationships or to be a part of polygamous relationships, because that's a lot. That's a lot of them on there. Just saying, hey, I got a wife at home. We're just looking for somebody to spice some things up. So if that's what you're into, hey, go to Bumble.
We know someone who answered one of those profiles and is now with the guy. He not with the wife no more. And now
who is it? But let me man, I don't know who this is.
Oh yeah. So anyway, so sometimes you might
and then what we didn't touch on? We didn't touch on the amount of married and men. We were just talking about single men at this point, but we have not touched on the amount of married men who pop up engaged 2 minutes after you were chatting with them online, and men who are in long-lasting relationships with people, and then don't announce it 2 or 3 months after they get married.
We didn't mention them. We didn't mention those ones. So.
I'm being messy.
We didn't mention those, okay? We're just talking about the single ones we dated. But the thing is, because it populates, geo-tracking, whatever. So whatever city you in, it's gonna say, oh, these are the single people in this area. And so someone who is just looking to have fun, it might be a great way to just meet people.
Right, if you're out of town and you want to spice something.
You want somebody to come join you for a drink, But again, there is the safety mechanism that's attached to it for us. And so it's like, this ain't even worth potentially dying over, okay? And so I'm good on that. But look, you can be married to a man for 10 years and he still act like we don't know he the one that killed you. He act like he ain't the first suspect. So, So
we say all this to say people have a right to change their minds about things.
And we have done podcasts showing people changing their minds and saying, oh, they used to say that. And that. We know this. And that's why we are saying, hey, we need to do a podcast where we share that we have changed our mind about something we have said before that we thought was a good idea. Mm-hmm. Literally not. You're welcome. But that's the beauty of life and growth, right? You get a chance to experience and live, and you don't have to be so attached to something because you said it before. Just who are you today? What have your experiences informed you of? Okay, your experiences before may not have been XYZ, and that's why you felt and thought what you did. It's okay to pivot. It's okay to get new information and say, oh, I didn't used to feel that way, but I feel that way now. And guess what? We're going to feel something different again, and not a long time away from here.
Nope.
We're going to press record and let y'all judge your mamas. So
y'all seen us change our mind about other things too. So this was just the latest. This was just the latest.
We have changed our minds within the same episode.
Sometimes you just got to talk things through a little bit.
Sometimes you hear it outside, you be like, never mind, I changed my mind about what I said about that. I don't feel that no more. Yeah, I don't feel that no more. And so we're open to it. I always say that in my life, I'm one of those people at this point that anything I do is either the greatest thing ever or the worst idea I ever had. And I'm really open to either one of them being available to me. I'm not so attached to I am right, I know this right. I'm like, I could be 100% wrong. Let's see. The world will literally never know. But I am open and available. I mean, I think that's with any dating situation. You can literally meet your dream come true. You can literally meet the love of your life or your murderer. It's really not that, and sometimes it could be the same person, but I'm saying there's no way to know how anything will work out ever in life. Yeah. You do it with the best intentions. When you get in your car, you're planning to reach your destination safely. Anything can happen between here and there. Same thing with dating. You meet a person, you hope they have the purest of intentions. We know most of the time they don't. And it doesn't mean because you date them on a dating app, they don't. It just means dating apps make it a lot easier. In any predatory situation, and this is going to go a little dark, but you will notice in most predatory situations, people go where they can find the most victims. And whether that's the church, the priesthood, the Boy Scouts, wherever it is, dating apps, they go where they have an easy supply of new victims. And that's just truth, y'all. Okay. All right. Give us a comment. Let us know. Are you still on dating apps? Do you have a dating app success story? Is it, if your job was to convince us to give dating apps another try, would you be fired? Today, yes, literally wouldn't even be hired. But we want to hear what you think. What has been your experience? And we are open to changing our minds again. We'll see. Until next time. Thank y'all again for listening. And make sure you leave a comment. Oh, no, he didn't.
Girl, yes, he did.